have already entered the data of an retail store where we find the employees, normally the employees are sales employees, and the gender has been given and the region where they have done the sales and the cost that they have charged for the product and the sales that they have achieved in the particular region. Now we have to summarize the data. Now, data summarizing is a basic thing where we apply the descriptive statistics, where we go for applying the measures of central tendency and the measures of variability. So, talk about measures of central tendency, we know it is mean, median, and mode. So mean, it's an average value, right? So we sum all the values and we divide by number of observation. In this case we have the number of observation is total 104. So 104 is the observation for us, right? And we'll be adding all the cost data and a sales data, and we'll be dividing by the number of observation. That will give us mean. In similar way we can also calculate the median. So median is the point in the data set above or below, right? And the mode is repeated, that is how frequently the particular data is occurring in the data set. Then we calculate on the measures of variability. So these are one by one. Instead of calculating one by one, you find that in Spss itself we can directly calculate with the help of the descriptive statistics. Now in the above menu, go to analyze, right? Go to analyze and come below. In this you have the descriptive statistics, right? You go to descriptive statistics. In this descriptive statistics, okay, you come here and you have the descriptives over here. You click the descriptives. A descriptives dialog box will open. Now here you find that you have two boxes given here. So one is your left hand box and this is your right hand box. Okay, this is your left hand box and right hand box. In the left hand box you find that the variables are given over here. So what are the variables that we have? That is given here: employees, gender, region, cost, and sales. And the right hand side box is where we want that particular values to be calculated. Here we have to shift the variables where we need a calculation for that. So now you find that I click, whenever I click the particular variable, it is getting highlighted. So once this particular variable is highlighted, it means that we can use it for shifting this into this box, the right hand side box. So the highlighted variable will be getting transferred to the other box where we will be doing the calculation of that particular thing, right? Now in this case we transfer the two things that we transfer here. We transfer the cost and I transfer the sales, right? For right, and I want this to be calculated, the cost and sales. So in this case, once you have transferred this, with the help of the between boxes you have an arrow where you can suppose you don't want the variable to be there, you can make it to bring it out, right? Click it here and just click this arrow key, it will come out. Or you don't want to click this, you do a double click on the variable, it will just transfer to this particular right hand side box. Then once you have done that and you decided that you're going to do the calculation on these two variables, right, where we have the data, the cost data and the sales data. Now we have here the three boxes over here. So the three command buttons, right? We have the options button. Options, you click the options button, you find that a descriptive options dialog box will open. So there is a default selection made by SPSS itself, that is mean, right? Mean is like measures of central tendency. Then it's measures of spread, right? Dispersion, measures of dispersion, where how far data has been dispersed. If you have standard deviation, you have variance, you have range, you have minimum value and maximum value, that is your range, right? And it says about the distribution over here. So you have the normal distribution, right? How far the data has been distributed. You have, it is given the skewness, the kurtosis, right? Skewness means it's like how far the data is being distributed, whether the data is symmetric or not, right? So normally skewness of 0 means that it's a symmetric distribution. So you find the positively skewed data, negatively skewed data, right? In similar way, we have the kurtosis. Kurtosis will represent how far the distribution, whether it is a peaked distribution or flat distribution. So if you want this to be selected, you can click the particular checkbox, right? Just click it right, and if you require that. So for this purpose, I want only the default selections to be done, and I just click the continue button over here, right? Then click OK. You find that the output window will open, that is in Spss statistics viewer. This is your output window, and you find that the output is given by the box. So in this you find that the first line which tells us is about the data set for which the descriptive statistics has been done, right? In the first column, so after this one, these are the variables, right, that we have calculated. And the first column, which represents labeled as n, the capital N, it gives the number of cases or the number of data sets that we have. So total n we have is 104, because we have selected in the retail store the number of sales employees is 104. Then it gives the next column, two columns says about the minimum and maximum of the variables. So the minimum cost they have charged is 51, and the maximum cost that they have charged is 57. In similar way, in sales, the minimum sales that they have done is 86, and the maximum sales that they have done is 98. And the mean that they have given, this is average, right? So the average value x bar, we say it's at 53.96, and sales, the average sales that they have made is 92.06. And the last columns we have the standard deviation, how far the data is being varied, right? So we can say that the sales executives, okay, who do the sales, we come to sales, okay, what are the sales executives? Normally they do the sales from, the sales will range from 86 to 98, and average sales that the sales executive will perform is 92.06, and which have a standard deviation of 2.25. Now this is the, in above you find that this is a syntax of the output, right? So this is syntax of the output which is done by the SPSS.